What's up, everybody? You are watching the J Red Show on YouTube and TikTok. I'm gonna do a quick movies and TV shows podcast. Start off with some movie trailers. Start off with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. They just released a new trailer where we see Yoshi and Birdo. I am really excited for that. I'm also excited for the Darth Maul. We also saw a trailer for Darth Maul, the Shadow Lord. I am really excited for that. We saw Darth Maul at the end of Solo. And unfortunately, that went nowhere because Solo didn't do well at the box office. But we finally get to see Darth Maul's story continue. I'm really excited to have Dave Filoni as the head writer, as the head of Star Wars right now. Now we're talking about some movies and TV shows. Started off with the newest Spongebob movie, Spongebob: The Search for SquarePants. Spongebob was really good in its early days. The first couple seasons was fantastic, and the 2004 movie was great. But it has gone downhill ever since. I see the Sandy Cheeks movie. I did not like it. But this movie, The Search for SquarePants, SpongeBob finally gets back on track. This was really good. Mark Hamill plays the villain, the Flying Dutchman, a pirate who gets cursed, and he needs SpongeBob to break the curse. This was just so funny. There was a scene where SpongeBob and Patrick were doing their crazy antics, and the Flying Dutchman was like this. It is easily the funniest SpongeBob movie I've seen. It was so good. It's really nice to see SpongeBob get back on track. Up next, I saw Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Episode 1, to be honest, I thought was really good. I liked the effects. It had some interesting. It looked like it was set up some interesting story arcs. It was looking really good. But episodes 2 and 3 were atrocious. It was awful. I mean, the effects are really good. The set design, that is really good. But those characters and the writing are really, really, really bad. Again, it continues to become Star Trek Naruto 2.10, but it's just a lame way. The writing's really bad. The characters are bad. I guess if the best thing I can say about this is it could be unintentionally. It could be unintentionally funny. So if you want to watch, the only way to watch it would be to hate. If you want to hate watch it and laugh at it, you might have a good time. Otherwise, I say skip it. On to a much better show, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which is a prequel to Game of Thrones. So we follow a squire named Dunk. He meets a boy named Egg, and they head to a jousting tournament. And as I said, so far so good. The costume designs are good. It really is interesting to explore a new era of Westeros, a new era of the Game of Thrones world. The acting is really good. And from what I'm reading, it is faithful to the source material. And apparently there is a Game of Thrones sequel coming up. So, the writers have to be careful with this because Season 8 of Game of Thrones was awful. This one was starring Arya Stark. Apparently there was supposed to be a spin-off with Jon Snow, and now that's scrapped. What would help is if George R.R. Martin would finish these books and give them source material to work off of. But unfortunately, he's kind of lazy. Anyhow, so far I have enjoyed the show. I'm looking forward to the next season of House of the Dragon. Another show I watched is Percy Jackson, the Olympians. So season 2 just wrapped up. The season finale called "The Fleet Works Magic Too Well," and so we see a battle for Camp Half-Blood. It's not a big battle, but it was pretty good. It was well directed. It was a lot of fun. And for the most part, I consider myself pretty happy. Now, back to what I said about source material. Apparently, they did make some changes to this from the source material. I'm gonna spoil this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna give some spoilers. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Percy at the end of the episode sees his father, Poseidon. That wasn't in the books. There's a couple more changes, but I will say I haven't read the books, so I can't really compare it to the books. I have watched the 2 movies in the early 2010s, and I think this is way better than the 2010s movie, so I am really excited for Season 3. Finally, before I leave, a brief review, WWE Saturday Night Main Event from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. There was a scheduled match between Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. However, it ended up being a huge brawl, and match never officially got in the way as Fatu attacked Cody, and they just started brawling. Then at the end of the brawl, Drew McIntyre attacked Cody Rhodes. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky defeated the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez to retain the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. I thought this match was pretty good, but it is annoying to see Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan feud again. They had a proper conclusion to their feud at the end of the Netflix episode, at the end of the Netflix debut last year. And that they're going to feud again. But to anyone who says that Triple H sucks and they want Vince McMahon back, I agree with the Triple H sucks part. But let me remind you that the WWE did the same thing with John Cena and Randy Orton. They would have a conclusion to their feud and then continue it. AJ Styles defeated Shinsuke Nakamura and what's likely going to be the final match, their feud. This is also a really good match. AJ Styles, even at 48 years old, AJ Styles can still deliver great matches. However, he will likely have his final match this Saturday at the Royal Rumble when he faces Gunther. Gunther's pretty much Gunther's the career killer now. They've been booking him to end every wrestler's career. Goldberg, John Cena, likely AJ Styles. So, I really like that right now, but this Saturday was likely the AJ Styles final match. Finally had the Fatal 4-Way. Sami Zayn defeated Damian Priest, Randy Orton, and Trick Williams. And he'll be facing Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, the Royal Rumble. I'm really excited. I really hope Sami Zayn wins the championship because he may have had 2 WrestleManias. He's had a feel-good underdog story. It really is amazing that he hasn't won the WWE Championship yet. So we'll see what happens. I will not be happy if Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble. I've been hearing rumors about that, but I don't want him to win. And that's it for new shows. As you tell by my Yellowstone hat, I've been watching Yellowstone, and it's I'm currently watching its prequel, 1883. I look forward to I'm finished that, then I'll watch 1923. I've also been watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Disney Plus. So, what shows have you been watching? What have you been watching? Hit me up on Twitter at JRedShow, and I will see you later. My cat Mewtwo sleeping. JRedShow, and I will see you later.